85 to 90% of people in Plymouth are cremated. So being able to see where that's going to take place, I think is really important.
Today we're at Plymouth City Council's new crematorium, The Park, which is off Hay Road at Plimpton.
Sometimes we have funerals for a very small number of mourners, so this room actually fits 12. All the same facilities here. So we've got the catafalque where the coffin lies, we've got a lectern, and we've got music. So families would park in that car park there, those doors would be open, they would come in here and wait for the funeral. So some funerals have lots of people attending. So the ceremony room I'm going to take you in has 80 seated, but there's room for more people to stand. But sometimes we don't know, and a funeral director doesn't know how many people are going to attend. It's one of those things you don't know until the day. So all the furniture in this room is modular. So we've got seats here at the back. For your main mourners, we've got sofas. If someone comes in a wheelchair, they have to sit in the aisle at Western Millerford. With these, you can actually take out a chair and they sit in with the main mourners. Lots of families like to wear certain colours to funerals. So you can see, so we're the first in the country. It's been fixed on Argyle green at the moment because we have lots of Argyle green. Any colour that the families want, go to a light blue. We can also go to pink, or else what we can do is just put it onto rainbow mode and that flicks through all the colours of the spectrum. This is the bit that lots of families fall out about, of whether the curtain's open or closed. So we've got 4 options here: curtain open, and it stays like that. A white voile. So that gives the image of the coffin gone but not gone, because when you see it come right round, you will still be able to see the coffin when you leave. The grey will be coming around in a minute, and that completely takes away the sight of the coffin. The lectern does go up and down. So it gets for people of all heights, or wheelchairs, or children. The building that you passed as you came down is our cafe and function hire. There are 2 function rooms that are available for hire, or you can have one big room. There's a bar up there, so it's a licensed bar. If families wanted a function with a bar, that is an option as well, or you can have just tea and coffee.
Been quite actually blown away by what I've seen. Hadn't quite taken on board quite how big the space is, but also the high finish, the calmness in all the rooms, the link with the nature and the wildlife. I think people find funerals quite tough and quite hard. I think being able to see the space in advance, coming and having a look at the environment that it will be taking place in is really important.
It may be strange to say, but I've just felt that there was more sincerity here. It's more family orientated, and it looks at people's wishes rather than almost a factory setting. It caters for all types of beliefs, and it also caters for people's wishes.
And all these sort of audio and visual options, even though there was no funeral happening today, I think we're all starting to get a bit moved, so you can just imagine the impact that will have during an actual service.
This is amazing because you can cuddle somebody needs a bit of comfort, you can cuddle someone, there's no separation. I think it's really well thought out.
I've been working with Catherine and the team at St Luke's, I would say, for about 2 years now. So it's as part of their programme and training their carers, I come out and talk about what Plymouth City Council deliver for the bereavement service. So I divide that up into kind of 3 sections. So the first section is talking about what happens when a loved one passes away, about registering the death, speaking to a funeral director, all those things that lead up to the day of the funeral. Then I talk about some of the myths about cremation and how we manage that. People think that we take the deceased out of the coffin and just the deceased goes in for cremation, then we give the coffin back to the funeral director. That's untrue. Do I get my loved one's ashes back? Yes, you do, because there's only one person who can fit in a cremator. So there's a whole host of things that people think. And we will actually have an open day here for people to ask those questions and to have a look around this new facility as well.
Being able to perhaps come and visit somewhere where you think, right, is this where I want my ashes spread? Is this where I want to be buried? What sort of environment, what sort of space? And you can document that so that your wishes and what you want to happen is there for everybody to know about. An advanced care plan can be any way that you want to document. So we're very much talking about a statement of wishes, talk about what's important, what you want that to look like, but it also can talk about what matters to you. So perhaps at the time when you are dying, you might say, I want this type of music played, I want to make sure that I've always got my lipstick on, that my hair's always done, I want somebody to read something to me, and just really key maybe at a time when you're struggling to let people know what's important. You have got that documented and written down, and somebody then hopefully can fulfill those wishes for you.
There's lots and lots of different views about what should happen at a funeral, whether it should be a celebration, a time for mourning, and I think this caters for all of that.